Two champions in peak form collide in a must-see showdown that promises danger, drama and non-stop action, and if you love real boxing, this is a fight you cannot miss from start to finish.
They knew it amidst reported chaos. Look at this finish from Teofimo.
Teofimo Lopez defeated Josh Taylor to capture the WBO super lightweight title, adding another world championship to his growing legacy.
WBO lineal junior welterweight champion of the world, the tape.
We just beat the #1 ranked guy, #1 champion, lineal world champion, Josh Taylor, former undisputed world champion.
Shakur Stevenson earned a clear win over William Zepeda, claiming a world title and proving once again that he belongs at the very top.
Big options. With this type of performance, all those guys would mind stepping right here, Stevenson.
Teofimo Lopez beat Arnold Barboza Jr. to defend his WBO super lightweight junior welterweight title and keep his championship firmly in place.
Confidence as he goes through the round. He knows that he's probably well ahead in the fight.
At the same time, Shakur Stevenson continued his dominant run by securing a strong victory over William Zepeda, further confirming his status as a world champion.
Decision, the fighting pride of Newark, New Jersey, and still the undefeated WBC lightweight champion of the world.
For this major fight, Shakur Stevenson pushed through intense training while Terence Crawford oversaw the camp, focusing on detailed discipline and elite preparation to reach peak form.
Start the year off right. What the fuck, boy? We about to take this shit over. The whole family.
Shakur Stevenson trains under coach Ronald Sims, who sharpens his technique, strategy and conditioning to ensure he performs at his highest level.
Let's say that's the background. Hold on, make you. Yeah, get ready. We need to be pushed today. Bring the smoke, baby. Yep, that's body. Yep, that's that body. July 12, demolishing. We're gonna demolish. Guys way too slow. Force too sharp, too fast, too strong.
Teofimo Lopez also works tirelessly in his own camp, building strength, refining skills and preparing daily for the challenge ahead.
Way more motivated this time, you know what I'm saying? He's got a lot to prove. You know, he's got to defend his Ring Magazine title. You know, he's the best in the division right now, holding the Ring Magazine by beating Josh Taylor. So, you know, we got to go in there and, you know, keep that belt, keep that Ring Magazine. Every time you throw a right hand, you got to pull back, go under. It's about motion.
Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez is the fight fans want. Shakur knows Lopez is dangerous but accepts the challenge and prepares hard. Jaron Ennis has warned Lopez about Stevenson's threat.
I think Teo the truth, bro. I think that me and him came up together. He been the truth. He been winning tournaments after tournaments with me, alongside of me. So I know what I'm dealing with, bro. I know what type of fighter this is. I know I gotta up my level that night because of who I'm in front of.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, how do you see it, right? Because I hear people saying different things, right? Like media pundits and fans. I brought this up to your grandfather on live the other day. Some people say Tio's more athletic than you. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. It's hard to say who's more athletic. How you gonna say, okay, let's say they say he more athletic than me. If he more athletic than me, if we go outside and do any sport, any other sport besides boxing, can he beat me?
What you mean, like basketball race, or
football,
running a race?
Any sport, bro. Is he more athletic than me? Because, like, how you gonna be more athletic than me? You can't do nothing better than me at any sport.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know. I wonder. I don't know. I mean, he's an athletic guy. I don't know.
I'm from the trenches, bro. I come from the hood, bro. He comes from where, bro?
He say Brooklyn. He be saying he from Brooklyn, though. I don't know where he's from.
Florida.
Florida?
He was probably born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He's from Florida. But I'm just saying, like, where I come from is like the hood, though. I go outside and play basketball every day. I go outside and play football every day of my life.
Yeah.
So for him to be like more athletic, okay, cool. If that's what y'all call it.
Man.
I don't know. We'll see you on fight night.
How do you envision it? I mean, I'm sure you played it out in your mind a bunch of times already.
Me just making a great fighter look average. That's how I see it.
Are you gonna fight like the Zepeda way? Because that was the first time we seen you fight like that.
I can't tell y'all how I'm gonna fight. I fight different styles for different people.
Yeah.
So I may fight this way for this guy. I may fight the other way for another guy. But my main objective is to get the job done.
Yeah.
I don't care about like.
Ennis says Stevenson's speed and intelligence control fights. Small mistakes against him can be costly. Discipline and execution decide wins at this level.
And I gotta tell everybody that what you call him is real athletic too. Teofimo. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight. You know what I mean? People think, a lot of people say it's gonna be easy and all. Teofimo can punch and he can box. And like I said, he's real athletic. So what I mean, that'll make it a little difficult right there.
I see a lot of people going back and forth with it. Some people think Tio got the advantage because of the weight and that he's athletic and explosive. Some people say Shakur is the better boxer.
Yes.
Right? How you see that fight ending?
Well, they saying, they've got the weight and all that. I see Shakur box big guys, light heavyweights and all that stuff. Just like, they box heavyweights and put heavyweights down. You know what I mean? I think that's the right move for him. You know what I mean? Get up and I think he can really do good at that weight.
Decision or stoppage?
I'm looking at a decision, not a stoppage. But then all according how Tio come in. Tio come at him, he's gonna run some shots. It might be over. You know what I mean?
Now, you always tell me it's the shot that you don't see coming. That's it. That power is speed.
Right.
So could it be a situation where people underestimate Shakur's punching power?
Yeah. I think Shakur can punch. You know what I mean? I think he can punch. It's just like I said, speed is power. Not them guys, muscle bound guys come in and you tell them, he can punch and all that. Like I just got finished saying, like you just got finished saying, matter of fact, the punch that you don't see, knocks them out. And they always say, man, I didn't see that punch coming. That's the one you worry about. I mean, then you got to look at this. Shakur, he got speed. He a technician, man.
Roy Jones Jr. says old school boxing valued respect, discipline, and character. He believes legacy is built on honor, not just wins.
To announce the fight. I don't understand the press conference. Shakur Stevenson looked confused about the press conference. Teofimo Lopez is known for saying outlandish things, but I've noticed over the last couple of years, he's making less and less sense when he speaks. Like, the types of things that he's saying at the press conference are just unnecessary. The things that he's saying and the way he's saying it, I don't know if it's nervous energy. I don't know if he's just trying to get a rise out of these cameras and people online so they can talk about him. I really don't know what it is, but I don't understand why guys do things like that. What does that have to do with the fight? What does that have to do with boxing? Only thing you might accomplish out of that is making Shakur Stevenson mad, and he try to make you pay for that come fight night on January 31st. I don't get that kind of stuff. See, we'll look at stuff like that and we'll laugh at it in the sport of boxing, and we won't say that that's affecting boxing or hurting boxing. We'll just say that's just the way fighters are. But we'll get mad at a Jake Paul and we'll say that he's ruining boxing because you don't like Jake Paul or the things that he says or the fact that he's making money in a space that he didn't grow up in. To me, these are the kind of things. Press conferences like that, when you got Teofimo Lopez saying some of the things that he said, that's the kind of stuff that give boxing and fighters a black eye. That's why when we walk in a room and people know that you fought for a living or you currently fight for a living, they expect a certain type of thing. They look at you a certain type of way, and you almost gotta prove that you're not that to be able to get some respect when you're speaking to people, because they don't expect us to be people who are sensible, people that can articulate their words, people that can be sensible about how they go about their everyday life. So I personally, listen, everybody goes about this fight thing, this competition thing different. I'm not saying nobody has to be like me, gotta be like you or anybody else. Be yourself, but that kind of stuff, to me, I don't really see a place for it in the sport of boxing. It don't make sense. It got everybody scratching their head, and your opponent who came there to talk to you about this fight, he wants to hear what you got to say about what you gonna do to him and vice versa. But you got an opponent in Shakur Stevenson who's confused now. He literally was looking around like the look that Shakur Stevenson had on his face was, I did not come here for this. And I think he even said, I really don't know what to say about it. That don't make for a good press conference to me.
Yeah, I know. But see, this is what I try to tell you about. I know y'all don't hear me a lot of time when I say it. There's old school and there's new school. Old school has something that had been said. They would not have allowed us to be able to come face to face. Because you don't say it to me and think I ain't gonna try to tear your head off as soon as I get close to you.
You understand? You're not gonna wait till a fight night. You're gonna get it in that day.
Because some things are too difficult. Because sometimes you go a little bit beyond respect. That's disrespectful. If you disrespect me on any level, we fighting then. Now I'm gonna try to hold it together but if you disrespect me, which is what he just did, I'm not gonna ask him about what he's talking about. When I get close enough, I'm finna show what I ain't talking about. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's a difference. That's why I say you gotta know the difference from the old school and the new school. Had he said that, then I did. It could not. I would tell him, listen, whatever y'all do, don't let me get close to him. Because if I get close to him.
Chris Algieri says true champions face tough opponents. Hard fights build respect, skill, and real legacy.
Let's have guys take the risk, and let's be okay with fighters having losses. How about that? Guys can have losses and still be at the top of the game. Why not? So this is a really important fight, I think, for the health of the sport. You have gone on record several times saying it's not going to be the best fight or, burning, raging fight, whatever. I think it's going to be an awesome fight because of the level. And it's one of those fights you're just like on the edge of your seat because it's so tight. Are they going to throw a million punches? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah. I think the level is going to be so high, it's going to overshadow that they're not that busy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, you don't have to. You follow the sport, it's not going to be like some type of shootout. But it's very important. I did say that numerous times. It's a very important fight. Shakur wins. I think he belongs in the top 5 to 7 in pound for pound.
Shane Mosley says styles decide fights, not hype. Preparation, focus, and adjustment prove greatness in the ring.
I don't know if Shakur Stevenson's going to get slower moving up in weight or not, where Teofimo can hit him. Maybe he was really fast at 130, 26-30, maybe 35, but 40, you put on a little bit more weight. Shakur Stevenson has a very strong style where he can sit back and pot shot you and box and stuff like that, where Teofimo can also box and is very athletic and can get from side to side and make things difficult for you as well. So what style is going to impose on the other is what we want to see.
So which style will impose? Is it something where like the first rounds really will dictate, or?
I think you're going to need a couple of rounds, but the first round is going to be very interesting. Maybe you see some tails, but I think maybe 2 or 3 you're going to start seeing one lead the other. Because I don't think that, well, maybe, Shakur might show some different, if he has to go after Teofimo, he might show some different type of heart that we haven't seen, or different type of fighting we haven't seen, and vice versa. You know, whereas Teofimo's hitting him with different shots off the angle, that is kind of giving, you know, Shakur Stevenson trouble. We'll see about that. So we just don't know.
That wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for more.